What's going on, guys? I'm Renegade. If you're subscribed to me, you might notice that there's a bit of a lag in videos on the Volvo. You have to pardon the road noise as I am close to the road and it's a busy road. Yeah, you might notice that there's a bit of a lag in videos on the Volvo. Well, obviously with where everything is going right now in my life, sometimes recording is a little difficult. And sometimes your mindset isn't exactly in the best place to do a video like this. This takes a lot of work, and when you're working on something as well, it also takes a lot of work. So I'm sorry to say there have been some times that I've just done some work, honestly, without the camera, because I've needed to. I've needed to be able to do some work for myself, A, because I need to get the car done, because it is my car, I need it to drive, and B, I just needed to work, to kind of clear my head and everything. So, unfortunately to say, there's some stuff that I did that I don't have on footage. Don't worry, it's none of the major things. I put the lights back on, I put the grill back on, the license plates, the bumper skins, all the trim, the mirrors, which I repainted, the badges, all the lights, front, back, the whole 9 yards, the wiper arms, everything. The car is back together. In fact, just last night, Stephanie, who's actually behind the camera right now, and I were out riding in it, being able to be driving the car around. Now, this does not mean that I'm done. I still have some projects I need to do. For instance, the car used to be tinted the majority of the way around with a 35% tint. Now, I don't have tint on my driver and passenger door on the driver's side, or on the rear hatch. So I gotta do that. I also got a badge that unfortunately needs some love, so I'm gonna have to take care of that as well. We'll get into that a little more later, because I want to talk about the company where I got the badges from. Cool story there, kind of a sad story. I'll explain later and you'll understand. What else do I need to do? Oh, gonna be painting the wheels. So that's gonna happen fairly soon. I know that a couple of subscribers have said that it would look really cool if I had the Hydras on here. Or of course the Virgos. I love the Virgos. But even though I just have the Steelies, which are kind of the, they're Steelies rims of these cars, I really like them because I have the V cap, V center cap, whatever you want to call them, hubcaps. They're very vintage, very classic looking, and frankly, I love the look. So I'm not going to be changing the wheels. I could, I'm sure, get a set of Hydras or a set of Virgos or a set of Aries, but I like these rims, so I'm going to stick with them. I guess I should stop kind of yammering on. I should just show you the car. So, the car itself is painted. It's been buffed out. If I don't say so myself, I think it looks damn good. I love the gloss black. I'm so excited to have it finally be black. I said before in an earlier video that this has been the grand plan for years. Now, it's finally realized. And a huge thank you to Stephanie, because she actually helped a lot with this project. She did a lot of sanding with me, and that's crap work. No one likes sanding, let's face it. She did help me kind of by sponsoring the build. She paid for some of the stuff that went into this. So a big thank you goes to her. And I'm not just saying it because she's standing on the other side of the camera, but legitimately, she helped a lot here. In hindsight, not doing this in a garage, doing it on a hardcore budget, doing it on a hardcore time frame, and doing it during the cold and the rainy season, yeah, I wouldn't do this again. Would I paint the car again? Absolutely, but I wouldn't do it this way. Yes, I love the way it looks, I love the way it came out, but it was a pain in the ass. So if you guys are watching this video and kind of thinking and being inspired as to like, hey, I could do this. Well, yes, you can. I proved it. You can paint your car in your driveway. But it's a pain, so think about that and maybe kind of plan around that, or at least now be expectant of that. But like I said, we're not done. This car is far from done for multiple reasons. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna paint the wheels. That's gonna happen. I gotta take care of this badge. You see the white stripe here that should not be? Gonna do that. I gotta tint the windows. In the process of all this, I also eliminated my radio antenna mast, which means I gotta do that too. Not to mention the fact that this car has a big project slated for it that frankly is another 10-year in the making project, because it's rather large and time consuming and expensive. So it hasn't been done yet, but it's going to. So if you're not subscribed already, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video, because you're going to want to see these, especially if you like Volvos, especially if you like old school Volvo 240s. Overall, I went with a very classic look for this. I'm going to stick to a very classic look because, well, it's a classic car. Even though it's my daily car, it is my daily driver, it's still classic. I don't have classic tags on it, I'm not going to go that route, but I didn't want to go and muck with it too much. There are plenty of people out on YouTube that you'll see that modify their 240s to a bizarre level. Hell, I've even met some. But I didn't want to do that. That's just not my style. After all, my car, I will do with it as I please. If you have any questions about that, check the name on the channel. So I went with a very classic look. I left all the chrome the way it is. Did polish it a little bit, again, thanks to Steph. She spent a good amount of time with some steel wool scrubbing and polishing. Yeah. But I kept all the chrome. I kept all the original moldings. I didn't want to go and mess with that too much. The most I did was the color change and the pinstripe, which normally would be a designation of where it was made. Mine used to be a double brown because it was made in Gutenberg, or Gothenburg, however you pronounce that town. I don't know, I'm not Swedish, I'm sorry, I can't read Swedish. I went with the accent color instead of the double red. Just because I didn't want to lose that styling of the pinstripe, but I wanted it to be slightly different. Obviously, everything else on the car still remains pretty much the same. I didn't go with the JDM style mirrors mounted on the fender, because frankly, I'm not a huge fan of it and it makes it very difficult to adjust them. Mirrors are for use, not just style points. So I kept those, you know, various things like that. I just wanted to keep classic. Personally, I love the look of these cars just as they are. The only couple things that I have done to the car in general that are not stock entirely, I do have the more modern design side marker lights. I wanted to leave these. I really love these lights. They really have a Euro feel to them, and why would I get rid of them? I've got my vintage badges. They're open instead of the big block that would have been here. Same with the ones on the back. These are from, I think, a 78 or a 76 that my family used to own. And I have these fender badges. These are not stock to this car. Again, they're from like a 78 or a 76 or so. They would have been over here originally on the old school ones. But I like them, and I thought it made a nice accent here. But other than that, and the fog lights on my front chin, the car is normal. Plain, simple, yet elegant and beautiful. So, how did I do? Well, I hope you guys let me know down in the comments. But as far as I'm concerned, I am really, really happy with this. I spent a lot of time on the details. I even painted the bumper skins. And the fact that I can look here in my paint and I can see my reflection. And not just kind of a, you know, yeah, there's a person there, but actually be able to see my reflection. Yeah, that makes me real happy. I was very nervous when I started this. Now, I feel much better about it. Like I said, we're not done. Just you wait. That's gonna be it for today. I just want to do a recap video because it's been a little while. Obviously, if you missed any of this project so far, there's a link to a playlist down below to the Volvo painting project, as well as one to the entire Volvo, everything I've done on the car since starting this channel. But it's gonna be it for now. Just want to do the recap, kind of update you guys on where things are. Very soon we'll be getting back into it, actual projects, actual work. You know, today was very simple. I just did a little wash because it needed it. There was still some dry compound in some places, and yeah, it needed it. Soon we'll do the ceramic coating to protect everything, obviously, because I wanted this to be really nice and protected. So it's also gonna be my first time trying it, so that'll be cool. So until next time, guys, y'all keep rocking and rolling. I'm gonna keep taking care of business. I'm getting inside before I lose all my light. I'll see you in the next one.